Hello again. One thing I know about meditating is that the way your body is positioned matters. You might remember there's a part of C.S. Lewis where he talks about the importance of convincing Christians that their postures don't matter, and they really do. You can read C.S. Lewis to find out more about what he thought about it. For me, it basically comes down to this. One, if you want to do something for a while, you might as well get comfortable while you're doing it, because if you're not comfortable, you can't do it very long or you're going to fidget a lot. Two, the Bible suggests at least 7 different postures for prayer, which I think means you've got a lot of latitude even though you do want to pay attention to it. And 3, when it comes to meditating, I find the key element is to be able to breathe deeply. And so you want to find a posture or position that allows your back to be very straight. Now, I know some people think you have to have this sort of lotus leg thing and the hands out and whatever. And we get these images, we pick them up over the course of our lives from various places. The truth is, some people really like to just sit with both feet planted firmly on the ground, reminding them of the grounding and the humanness. And they sit straight with their back straight and breathe. Other people like to sit on the ground in various postures. One nifty trick I find for me, because I often slouch, is to sit with my bum as close to a wall as I can so that the wall is holding me up straight. So I can almost lean back on it, but in a way that is opening up my diaphragm so that I'm breathing well. My favorite position personally is actually lying down. I find being straight on my back the best thing. Now, it runs the risk of falling asleep, obviously, but I think lying down is helpful. And in the Bible, we're taught about lying down as a form of this. In Psalm 4:4, it says, "Be angry and do not sin. Meditate within your heart on your bed and be still." I think there's much to be said for lying down in prayer. Again, with the kavit, you kind of want to stay awake. Although sometimes you fall asleep and that just means you're tired and you really did need to sleep. So I want to suggest to you that you try different positions. Try sitting on the floor if you want to cross your legs or not, if you want to use a wall. If you want to just sit ramrod straight without any sort of back, that's okay too. I don't think it needs to be like an endurance event. I know there's a strain within meditation that really talks about making it a sort of endurance thing of sitting on a cushion for 2 hours. And I think that's unnecessarily difficult. We're trying to calm our minds, come into the presence of the Spirit of God, and to be able to encounter God there, to recognize our minds at work, and to bring them to task, whatever the task at hand is, be it contemplating a characteristic of God, a scripture passage, or whatever. And so that's my suggestion to you today, that you would try over the next few days a couple of different body postures and positions as you go about navigating, trying to see what works best for you. We don't need to live up to somebody else's expectations about meditation. We need to find ways for the practice to be authentic, meaningful, and helpful to us. Again, I said this in the first video. I think one of the challenges in meditation is the hang-ups that we've picked up and we've decided we're not doing something right. The point is to be able to do it the way you need to do it to get the benefit that is meant for you. And God repeatedly calls us to meditate. He offers us different positions. And so let's enjoy the moment. Let's try different positions and be open to that and open to His leading.